If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we have Saint-Maximin to check out. Don't worry guys, I'm not as stressed out this year as I was last year. Last year was like, I would do the rants video of the bad gameplay, but then I had bad mechanics to deal with too. It was just like, you know, this year, honestly, it has so much potential. If EA did the right things, if they ever did, right, it could be one of my favorite football games of all time, honestly, but not fixing inconsistent gameplay. Little cooked. But anyways, with Saint Max, we have a card who's 5'8", mostly explosive, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Playstyles in game, he has a bunch of dribbling stuff, so he's got technical plus. He does have the trickster, which is a big playstyle to work with because you can do that specific fake shot with him, where it's a controlled fake shot. Can be very helpful to score certain opportunities. He also is working with the quick sub, and quick sub is also pretty good too. That initial acceleration, especially with that speed boost. No rapid. If you had rapid, it'd be kind of crazy on that speed boost. We'll try not to use the speed boost too much because I personally feel like they're going to nerf it like crazy, but we'll showcase it for people that do end up completing it in those certain situations. So what's low on the card, right? So finishing is pretty low at a 74. I do think that could be an inconsistency that you have to work with. Is there potential for you to, you know, just give him like a finisher chemistry style, just increase his dribbling and shooting because you don't really notice the pace being utilized as much? Yeah, you could totally do that, right? But I think most people will probably give him a hunter. I think that's what's going to be the trending one on thing. Yeah, because you want that pace boost, you want that shooting boost. It just makes the most sense, right? So we'll try out the shooting in certain situations. He does have the inside forward roll for the left mid area, which I think is a pretty big meta thing to work with now. So we'll definitely just use it for that. Passing, not necessarily the greatest. It's in an okay area for the beginning of the game. Dribbling will be experimenting with because he's 5'8", but he does have 77 reactions, so we'll see what that's all about. No defensive stats, and then physical, he does have a bit of stamina and stuff. So it still looks like an interesting card, but 117 game might be a little bit crazy, right? Guys, the thing about these SPCs this year, right, is that it's not to say that these cards will not perform in the game. It's just the value of the SPCs is a little bit cooked, right? So it's just more for people who are willing to do it. Some of them are like very obvious, like if you don't do it, you're weird. Like Alex Garcia, you know, 20k for that card was kind of crazy. It's a very nice SBC. 20k is very, very fair for him. But yeah, 120 hard links, you know, Fenerbahce, you would have to get like evolutions for Fenerbahce, and then or you just put a bunch of French players in your team. All depends, right? But yeah, we'll see how he plays in game, man. Hopefully he's a beast. You already cooked him on that the last card there, huh? The registration was a little bit weird right there, but if we got it off, it would have been kind of crazy. There it is. Oh, Saint. He almost came off pretty nicely there. Did like a shot cancel right afterwards and a little thing there. That is going to happen with the lower finishing in certain situations for sure. Definitely need the upgrades on that. Oh, yeah. That one's going to be the inconsistent one, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, Saint. Great finish there. I mistimed it and I still scored. By the way, is that right there is the that's the trickster fake shot, right? So I'm not sure if EA will ever adjust that in the future, but you can see how controlled it is from the third fake shot that he does there, right? Oh, he's cooking. They registered that croquette out of nowhere, by the way, so I don't know what that was from. Oh, no fake Rabona. Oh, nope. Oh, I get no foul there, man. Ha. Definitely tackled me for sure. Oh, flexing the physical to get past there. Oh, he's skilling. Pass it off, pass it off. Oh, we're good, we're good. Ah, I did it a little bit off right there, a little bit off. Yeah, the inside forward, he actually does inside in those areas. That's the area I want him to utilize right there. He does at some point. The other guy's the one that occupies it. Oh, brother. The finishing being low is going to be annoying sometimes for sure. Take that with a grain of salt. The L1 speed boost, that'll probably be nerfed at some point. But you can see he's pretty fast at it. Some players are a little bit weird with it, but he's pretty quick with it. Couldn't get the second one there. It was like a regular one, that's why. If it was controlled, I probably would have got past that guy. Oh, thank you, EA, for letting me score that. Wow, whoever designed that, thank you. They listened to me a lot with the rant videos for this year's game. They definitely did. It's just now it's mainly a responsiveness thing now, bro, honestly. Over the years, bro, over the years. Oh, he's cooking. No. Oh, we're still good. Oh. No. I mean, he's pretty tired right now. I'm like forcing a lot of things with him. Nice. Go say Max. Well, he still has it though. There we go. Ah, I almost got it though. Almost got on the croqueta. Inside forward is so clutch. Like, it's a personal preference of mine, but the movement is just so nice. Oh, couldn't get to that though. Okay. Yeah, he made it. He made the run there. A little touches could have worked out really nicely. I tried to work some skill move angles there. Ah, felt weird to kind of get into the space there, but there we go. Didn't green that one, but he scores. There'll just be like an inconsistency with the timing, right? Or not the time, but the finishing in general. Like, I mean, you see me hit green times and he hits the crossbar or post, and then red times and a white, and it's, you know how the finishing is in this game. It's weird. No, it was a good build up. That worked out. Okay, guys, so final verdict on the Saint Max card. So to be fair, guys, he performs the way that he kind of looks, right? So with a card like this, obviously there's the potential of the improvements. The improvements would definitely be a big plus on these cards. I will say something when it comes to the SBCs of late, right? Like with Yogo Jota, Saint Max. Like with Jota having a 5-star weak for 4-star skills, like that card for the beginning of the year is still going to do a pretty solid job. If you face someone that ends up completing the SBC, he's still going to do okay. But like, you know what it is with these cards? It's just the price value of where they're at is a little crazy, especially in Saint's case, because you would have to work with a lot of very, very specific links, right? Specifically with French players, I would say. Fenerbahce, I mean, they don't really have any players unless you did evolutions, you know? If you did evolutions, then you might have some stuff to work with. Like, let's say, for instance, you did this guy, right? A power surge on him, and then, you know, you give him a shadow chemistry style. Like, at this point in the game, this is actually very usable, right? You know, you increase the pace, you increase the defending, you did the intro to stat limits, you did the power surge, boom, Fenerbahce link just like that, right? So for Fenerbahce fans, they'll be cooking. But if you have to go in the direction of just making your team French, that's where it becomes a little bit more of a nuisance, right? So the links with him is a little bit difficult. Does he perform pretty decently in game? He does, right? I think that for the roles, honestly, guys, cards, when they have the plus rolls, they're all very similar to each other. They're just, some will just perform it faster than others. I had him on the inside forward. I felt like he contributed really nicely. There were situations where I think he could have contributed more. Maybe that has to do with the attacking positioning, right? But I still felt like he did a very, very solid job for that side area with the Hunter chemistry style, right? Increasing the pace, increasing the shooting. The obvious things, right? So with shooting, finishing being at an 82, even as of right now, and then, you know, maybe in the future, you would give him like a, I would say like maybe like a finisher, right? Depending on the types of improvements they do on the card. The finisher would give him that plus 12, which would make his finishing at an 86, so it would have more consistency to it. But it just makes it random. I mean, you guys saw some of the strikes I took. I took a red, he scored. I took 3 greens, he would hit the post, right? So there's just an inconsistency to it. Skilling with him is a lot of fun, right? I think it comes off very nicely on him in a general sense, right? Be mindful that he does have the trickster playstyle, so you guys can see during the gameplay that because he has a trickster playstyle, we can do that fake shot with him. And that fake shot is incredibly controlled to work with too, right? He's working with the trickster, he's working with the technical plus, and that's all in the side position is pretty solid to work with, right? On inside forward, you'll find yourself in a lot of situations where he can actually contribute to the attack. The only problem, like I said, is just the price. The price is a little bit crazy. Like, even if he gets the improvements, the link ups for the beginning of the year and like even afterwards, it's a little bit more difficult. Like, in order for me to get chemistry just on the review account, right? I had to get like a bunch of random like French players just to kind of like get that link with him. But It's not terrible because there's a lot of French players that you can get that are obviously like really good that can definitely contribute to him and the team. But yeah, it's you would have to get like some evils to like link him up and stuff to make it like less complicated. 117k. Maybe if he had like higher finishing, like for consistency, I'd be like, you know, I would consider it a little bit. But here's the situation, guys, right? I could tell you how the card will perform base perspective wise for how they'll just generally perform. If people unlock these cards, they can cook against you. It's very possible. It's just the value of the SBC for what you have to do for your club is a little bit weird, right? So, you know, I still think the card's pretty nice. I think his finishing can be inconsistent. I don't really care about the dribbling because everyone dribbles a certain way anyways. And I think, honestly, it dribbles pretty fine for the most part. You could definitely tell reactions is low at a 77 for sure. But it's a nice card, just up there in price. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with Jota. Like, Jota is really cool in his own ways too, but it's just for people willing to do the SBCs if they can, right? Especially since we are in the beginning of the year and people are going to be a little bit more tight when it comes to fodder, right? Just depends on the situation. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video today. I'll catch you guys for next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.